Hello, we are back again on the journey to return to the spirits inside. My name is Diann, and this is my brother, Steve Henry. He is the guide along the journey. Hi, Steve.
I'm doing great, Diann. How you? Let's get right to it. I ain't got no time for none of that. But anyway, you remember the little one thing about this recording thing? It's just like I told you, we just gonna make it. You don't get into the story. This is totally out of your character. This is from my house, but it's from a different window there. Your character is going straight up that damn graph with A, B, C, D. Because remember that little window we was built the last time to see like the bank?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, everything that you ever been, that same little package move around in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You go back to the school records, all those things they tied to you, everywhere it goes. As it grows and get another piece, that's where it be. When you go back down the ladder, it's still waiting on you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, if you go to the copy of it is out in the world. You know, you see the 2 + 2 = 4 inside. Once you see it in there, you know where it's at outside, right? But you see it inside, that's the gospel of truth Christ. That's the spirit. That's the spirit we see the same thing in. Everyone who receives it in that spirit, it's in that box. You can't receive nothing. That box I described, you can't receive nothing without it being in that box. From that same box, you go get the colors. From that same box, you get the alphabet, the vowels, and now. You feel me? You get your reading, your writing, your language, your visual people. The flowers, all those things come from that box. Luther Vandross, Paul, they use in that same box, right?
Okay.
But if you never heard him, could he be in there?
But if what?
You never heard him, could he be in there?
No.
Eddie Murphy in that box with that five in that box. You know who it is. Somebody say, "Hey, that's James Brown." You say, "Hell no, that's Eddie Murphy." And you know you'll be truth in that box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this one that you and I are talking about, it's in that same box, right?
Okay.
And the only person can ever put anything in that box that we talking in right now, it's in that box. You and I talking in it right now. Anyone listening, we in that same box inside of you. That's your box.
Okay.
And not one person that you know to speak to can see nothing there. It's by you being connected to me right there, you can see all these things are there the whole time, but I can put them in order for you, right?
Okay.
Because if I go down through the track, you agree with me, and my deal with you, whenever you something come up, you know, if you don't know, say I don't know. Don't never guess, because if the person out there following what you doing here in your box, and you guessing at it, because I'm gonna know better. So I'm gonna have to point it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't point it out, what the other person do when he in that? Because everybody different. So, but in order, that's why I was saying you won't be able to see it because I got to talk in the character where everybody can take a shot at it. How else you gonna get to the same place? You got to find the same, regardless of what language you got to get in there by the alphabet of it. It's the same thing. It's just different tongues. There's not no bunch of different people here. It's one people. The next generation, but it's one. The right now people is the only people that count. Now everyone outside of their own box, that little box, they don't count. How they gonna count? All those people I just named inside of your box. All of them, all the stars, everyone you know. Every tree, every mountain that you've seen, it's in that box, right? That's how you know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my window's in there, right? And I can just, every day, I keep adding to that window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you take one thing out of it, would it be the truth? Can it be inside?
No.
And everything happened, your births and ailments, the school record, all that kind of stuff, jobs here and there, all of them inside that box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody inside that window with each person. But in your case, you, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and from inside of that box, your brother sent you the alphabet. And he come every day and say, look, anytime you're not moving, you tell me what that means. What does that mean?
Same place. Now
okay, now, if you're at a place where you see inside, you can move all over those places. We can move together, just like we just done. And you outside that box. Can you move?
No.
So my thing is to you, when you got to open up the box by putting you from outside to that box with me, so you can use me to lighten up the things you don't see. You can't use me with it going out, but it can't come back in, can you? If I send you the alphabet by now and you don't take it to come into the reading thing, how can I hear from you? Can I ever see what's inside of you? But if you call and say, hey, I got the alphabet and now I don't know what comes next. Can I do it from my box?
Yeah.
How? It's got to open up inside of my heart or yours.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
How do you see what I'm saying? Oh, do you really see?
Yeah, I thought you were asking
Okay,
something else.
now that's get out of that. This is the talking thing. Do you really see it?
Yeah,
Okay, because see, the only one can open up your box is who? Me or you?
me.
And I can pump anything in it, but how can it get you tied to the inside of you? By you staying outside or you coming inside?
Coming inside.
Okay, now the only time you can come inside, now you got to come inside while you with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get in there otherwise. You can now cause see the things you got from there, you on the outside, you send because you own them. You send for reading, you send for writing, you send for lighting, and driving, you send for those things, but you're not in there with them. You use them by doing something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're inside of them, you're inside of where? The world or you?
When you inside of them,
No. When you using those things inside of yourself, while you using them, are you inside of you or inside of the world?
inside of the world.
No, if you was inside the world, see, when you using the numbers, if a person ain't got the numbers inside of them, can they see them out in the world?
No.
Okay, so, but when you out there in the world and you see them out in the world inside of you.
Inside of you.
Inside of you, and then the person out there say, dang, they smart, right?
Yeah.
But they out there can't see them because they out there where they're not. You see what I'm saying? It was dark out there, and the people who, as they bring their thing, they put it out there. It can't move when it get there because how it's gonna move? The first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day. How they gonna move?
Can't move.
You can't move it because it's not because they're stacking up like the numbers coming out. So that's why when you stop, where can you go?
Nowhere.
But when you come over here and sit and talk with me and come over to my room window and you side of you, anybody listening right now, this Diann's window, it ain't no other place. How they gonna see it if it ain't coming from that window? And I'm showing it to you. It's just like the numbers. Somebody inside shows somebody the number, make sure everybody show them to they just keep going. You can't take it outside. So when you come to this spot, if you show me where you outside looking at the spot, that's why you can't come. How you gonna come in without coming here? And right here, we just at the edgeway. This is good for everything in creation, and all the things that you know or believe you can multiply it by all the numbers. You're a math teacher. You know damn well I know math, right? Well, you kind of got to know you can't do nothing without the letter. How?
I said, yeah.
So everything got to always run 650. And if you, everything, the whole thing, you see it's inside of you. Anything my eyes go across, if it's relevant, they ain't gonna miss it. Anybody holler anywhere, I'm right there. I can be there and here. It's like the numbers. Okay, when you use the numbers, you think I can't use them?
No.
Okay, when you use them, that stop anybody from using them.
Nope.
And they don't do but what? Nothing but what the numbers do, right?
Yep.
So my spot and your window right here, he can't do nothing but what? What they do is see, my spot, the things I'm talking about is not your spot. Your spot is you're sitting on. Because you won't open it up so I can show you where the rest of it at. But this way, I don't believe it, anytime you got something that nobody else ain't got, that's a hell of a damn thing there, right? Everybody out there, every person you see out there hunting it on the outside. They've been hunting it all their days, haven't they? The same book they're reading telling you have to become blind in order to see it. Now, what do you think that means? You gonna already know what it is?
No.
But if you don't know, you can go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But if you know something somewhere, you're gonna leave it.
If you know something, what?
If you know something somewhere, I know that there. It's in your head. How you gonna leave it?
Be hard.
But you come over here to this spot, I can take you all, or we can go to Mars Rover and see the little helicopter going up and down. And everybody on the planet see the same thing. So, and anything ever happened when it's recorded inside there, when it come back again, you think, see, all the spirits are inside of you. When you adopt the spirit, it do all that for you. You see through their eyes. When you adopt the English language, you have to keep up with it. I can say, other words, to show you, and things ain't got, listen, it can be, I can say a speech that was made by a president. I don't have to say one word of it, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You think that's possible?
Yeah.
I thought you was going to challenge me like I couldn't do it or something. You can do anything you want to. Check this out. Now, I ain't going to tell you what the name of the speech, but I'm going to go and you tell me if I know the speech or not. Poor for his never go. I follow all for this content, new nations. He loves the dedicated proposition, now we created equally. Now we give great support, but that nation and nation is going to see so that we can long and do. Now we'll meet remember from that one. Now, of that speech, I didn't say not one single word. Didn't it sound like you heard it?
You said you didn't say one word?
Not a single word.
Say it again.
I said I didn't say a single word. Didn't it sound like I knew it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how would you know what I ain't said a word, but you know what speech was?
Yeah.
Okay, now, but by you knowing it, you riding on, you feeling it in. It's like I'm saying it, right? I ain't said a single word, right?
Okay, you say you didn't.
I did not of that speech.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like. How could I say a word that time?
Yeah, it sounded like I heard some words. That's why I knew it was okay.
I went through every hum of that speech. Miss Peter like the musical sound. Everything on all the stuff. Everything is inside, always working. It ain't gonna never be off. Ain't nothing gonna be off. You don't learn to play no damn musical instrument. You find it inside of you. That's why once you get in, you can do it. But if you don't never go in there, how you gonna do it? And that window where you have to receive the things is located where?
Inside.
Okay, now, and if you mean to tell me, if you, and you know that for a fact, right? You know it's inside. Right? So all of anything would have, everything that you possess spiritually is the thing you describe in that window inside. You can anything false you think can be in there? You ain't put ain't nothing moving. It can't nothing move. You can't put nothing nowhere. That's an illusion when you think you can put something somewhere moving. How the hell you gonna move another thing? If you in the ABC, you gonna see some seats for some extras around there somewhere? Anything extra in it? Anything out of socket? Can something work? Can something work wrong?
Nope.
It doesn't work. So everything, once you see it, you can just move right through it. So if something ain't right, you got to stop right there, right?
Yep.
Okay, now, can you mess up the damn reading and writing alphabet by now? Can you mess it up? Is it possible?
Nope.
Can't never get it right. So that's the spirit of truth. So once you go there, if you hold it, you can't move. If you move, you can't mess it up. Ha! But if no one inside of you but you, and you know you got to move, so what you do? If you don't know what to do, what you supposed to do?
Ask.
If I send you the damn alphabet and you get the alphabet and there ain't nothing else happening, you don't know what you're supposed to do.
Ask.
What the hell is this here? What I do now? Something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, when you ask someone, you got to initiate, you got to trigger something. And apparently it's a place that you ain't been in a while. It's the same place where we are right now, and the same reading and writing and the colors and all the things you know are inside of there. That place that you got to trigger it from. It's inside of you, and you scared to step in the inside of you. I ain't figured that out yet. It's you, Diann. I'm inside of you right now. Only when you come to where I am, you leave all that at the door. Come inside of you to it. Don't stay out and try to look over here. How you gonna see it? All them people we described and all these things, they're inside of your spiritual window. And you yourself is shut out. Your daughter Kai, she inside of the window. And you shut out. You see these? Oh, you're holding it pretty good this time. I was trying to get to you. Yeah, I see it. Anyway, let me move on down the road. Moving on along. Am I
Please. Please.
Diann, you a sister.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be done wrong. It's got to be done. You don't think I want to get to my sister? You know, the whole lifetime been coming to you saying, Diann, I'll try everything. If I could just, Hannah, I ain't never been out there in the world. I always talk to you differently and said, damn, I don't know what. I got everything I've done with any of them, all of them. It's recorded or wrote down step by step. But I can't give it to none of them. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. All of them out there working for somebody else. I ain't never seen nothing like it. But in the world, you show them how to do it. Now, be a big girl. Now you done crossed the damn line. You done added your name to the sky. You did do one thing, but you're holding on to that. It's gonna always be the greatest thing ever been. And you holding on to it like don't go somewhere. Leave. What the name of that damn place the guy had? What the hell is his name? Zip to. Must leave Zip to the routing thing for the packages and line. Leave that behind and go on down there and do Tesla. You can't have them both, can you? You have them both. You just can't run them both. You own them, but the cursor got to move away from the alphabet to the vowels to the nouns. It got going down the road, right? Every one of those things will say everything leaves the company behind it. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who they belong to. But the cursor got to be up to the other end. In other words, the people have to lift you up to the spaceship, right? Don't you see that's where they go? Things got to be going somewhere. Now you don't see the people going into space and in the digital world. You think they're waiting on y'all?
No.
Okay, well, I'm on the inside. If I bring mine out, y'all ain't gonna stand a chance because it's gonna pick a whole big thing. So I need to come back here. I can't. How can I bring it out back here? You think Bezos can come and bring Amazon out again?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can go back behind. Can anybody come back and bring something? It's to somebody that ain't got to build it back here, right? Because it's got to reach from here over to there.
Mm-hmm.
Your alphabet here that we talking on, it's on the other side. It don't make no sense to them yet. You're not supposed to. You like the alphabet. You're supposed to know where the alphabet going.
Mm-mm.
When you get it, when you don't know it, you can easily find it. But when you think you know something, how you gonna find it? Because if you believe you know it and you can't use it, ain't nobody in there but you who gonna show you fool. You holding yourself to something you already know. It ain't gonna change. How it gonna change? It's impossible for it to change. If you believe you know, but that's why you don't know nothing. You pass by it all the time and you know everything. That's why I say you possess nothing. I mean, if you own nothing, you can possess it all. But if you possess anything, you can't. I mean, if you own anything, you can't possess nothing. You know that's true, right?
Okay. Hadn't
Well,
read it, but okay.
You can possess it all if you don't own nothing. You follow God's will. But if you own something, where can you go? You don't really own it. You're supposed to live out there as you're passing through. You don't own the 10-year-old spot. You don't own the 15-year-old spot. You don't own the 22-year spot, do you? You own the 30-year-old spot. You own the 50-year-old spot. You're passing through them, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't put nothing in that window the whole time, what you gonna have when you get down there?
Nothing.
If you put something bad in there, what you gonna have?
Something bad.
But if you put the greatest things you can find in there the whole time while you out there passing through, what you gonna have when you get out there?
The greatest things you can find.
And they're gonna be found inside what window?
Inside
That
you.
one that you put them in, which tied into the inside, right? And it lasts forever. You see it now. You see the whole thing now from the inside. You can't see it from outside. And it's the greatest thing in the world. You'll have it when you come to, you don't, it ain't got, the two sides can't mix. You got to come away from one side to go to the other. But me, I in order for me to come out there, I got to come out on the other side of Jeff Bezos and them. I've been bringing out things all the time. All my life, really. Because you have to be right now to bring out something. You can't bring out nothing was last week. The only thing anybody can bring out back here is to show this. You know that, right? They can't see it outside of me and you here. And anybody come, we see it different. So anybody that hear from this, what they show is be totally different from you. But they have to get it from you. Or any other outlet, well, at this stage, it'll take this outlet. Because it's not what I'm talking about that nobody can get with you. It's what you do with this alphabet vowel now. They can follow that. You can't. The thing that I'm talking about is already to people who started from the beginning. So it won't make no sense to nobody. You gonna have something in your house don't make no sense? Can you have something inside that window you don't know?
Nope.
Everything inside there, but once you see it inside of there, it's always there. You might have never show it inside there. Can you possibly know it?
Nope.
And I suppose to know what my sisters is. Is that the way you see it?
You're supposed to know what? Wait a minute. You said you're supposed to know
Is
what?
that the way you see it, Miss Prop? I don't make no.
The prop didn't hear you, so can't respond.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. No.
Go ahead. I got something I can do too. I got the cursor. I got something I can do too.
Now let's get to the real thing though. But really though, but the thing that the time is short. I'm sure you can't see that. Something is happening. Y'all don't. Well, a lot happening. Y'all don't see, but y'all know the time is short, right?
Yeah, something's happening.
You should feel it, right? Okay, you see all that chaotic stuff? It's been there the whole time, but it's being shown more than you know what I'm saying? And most of the people who was fooled by it, they kind of backing all religious shit. But they still don't know. They're still looking outside. You can't look outside for nothing. It's in that window. Your spirit is inside. That's where that spirit of Christ. That's where everybody's soul is. It's in there. And you got to connect with it. If you don't connect with it, how it's going to ever be? See, you're on the outside. Once you come into your own soul, then you're in control. What's up? She ain't gonna speak. She ain't gonna speak, huh?
Well, she coming. Dang, hold on. Say hi. Say hi.
Hey, I'm finna come beat you, girl.
Diann. Say
What's
no.
up?
Sleep.
Okay.
Okay. See, got you. Mama won't put you in the car. I'll pull you in here. Who can get it out the bed? You edit it out or something? It won't make no difference.
I'm not editing anything out because I'm about to play the today's verse, Luke 15. All right, talk to you.
Hey.
Ain't no hate. Ain't no hate.
Wait a minute. Call me.
Ain't no hate.
Please call me.
Pharisees
I'm tired of working.
saying, this man receiveth sinners and eateth with them. And he spake this parable unto them, saying, what man of you having 100 sheep, if he lose one of them, doth not leave the 99 in the wilderness, and go after that which is lost until he find it? And when he hath found it, he layeth it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he cometh home, he calleth together his friends and neighbors, saying unto them, rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth more than over 99 just persons which need no repentance. Either what woman, having 10 pieces of silver, if she lose one piece, doth not light a candle and sweep the house, and seek diligently till she find it? And when she hath found it, she calleth her friends and her neighbors together, saying, rejoice with me, for I have found the piece which I had lost. Likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth. And he said, a certain man had 2 sons. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. But not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husks that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him, and had compassion, and ran, and fell on his neck, and kissed him. And the son said unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven, and in thy sight, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. But the father said to his servants, Bring forth the best robe, and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand, and shoes on his feet. And bring hither the fatted calf, and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For this my son was dead, and is alive again. He was lost, and is found. And they began to be merry. Now his elder brother was in the field, and as he came and drew nigh to the house, he heard music and dancing. And he called one of the servants, and asked what these things meant. And he said unto him, Thy brother is come, and thy father hath killed the fatted calf, because he hath received him safe and sound. And he was angry, and would not go in. Therefore came his father out, and entreated him. And he answering said to his father, Lo, these many years do I serve thee, neither transgressed I at any time thy commandment. And yet thou never gavest me a kid, that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as this thy son was come, which hath devoured thy living with harlots, thou hast killed for him the fatted calf. And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. It was meet that we should make merry and be glad, for this thy brother was dead, and is alive again, and was lost, and is found.
Okay, thank you so much. We will talk to you again soon.